Alrighty, welcome back to Monster Loves You 2. We are about to start Chapter 7. We have just transformed into an adolescent, and we are about to be taken away by some adult guards to... ? Alright, the gate. Follow the guards. The guards pull the wooden bar behind them, and you with it, as they amble through the sharps. I don't think this is gonna matter, so lick the bar. You taste the slimy residue of earlier frightened adolescence. Not bad. The path skirts the edge of Trade Hill that passes within sight of the pasture and the vat. Watch the pasture as we go by. Conserve my energy. The guards aren't curious either. They pull you along in genial silence. The terrain becomes less rocky and more trashy. Piles of paper, wood, and rusted metal dot the landscape. Soon you are nearly surrounded by towering heaps of junk. You spy a group of adolescents ahead. Each one is digging in a different pile of trash. Go along quietly and watch the adolescents work. I don't think it's going to matter if we try to escape right now. I want to save my guts. One docility is okay. The adolescents here look thin, but not the way a starving feral does. Their bellies aren't hollow, but they move weakly. One digger falls to his knees, then struggles to stand as guards shout at him. The guards drag you to a large, rickety shack overlooking the lowest part of the depression. It's more of a pit now that you see it up close. In the distance, two adolescent workers squabble over something. Eventually, one grabs it and sticks it into a plastic bag. A door slams open, then hangs haphazardly from only... A door slams open, then hangs haphazardly from its only intact hinge. Ignore the doorway and stare at Alderin until he breaks eye contact. Swallow my fear and watch the doorway. Kappa starts to shove you forward, sees that you're already standing tall, and shrugs. An adult, much bigger than the guards, squeezes through the doorway, walks over, and sneers down at you. Okay, we have to come up with a voice for Eoloth.
What have you dunces got there? I'm not expecting anything today.
Astrasil left this one out to take, boss, so we took. You always complain about losing workers. If they worked harder, they'd get better food and more rest. But you idiots are going to make Astrasil think I scammed her. Should we bring this one back then, boss? Eoloth leans in and takes a good look at you. Make myself look really weak. Eoloth leans over you and swivels his eye stalks. You don't look like much, but you've got paws so you can dig. Anywho, we are not returning my new worker. If the Elder wants to complain, she can complain to Gatrag. Eoloth yanks the chain fastened to your wooden bar, dragging you after him. This is the heap. It's my kingdom. I am its king. Point out that it's just a pile of trash. Eoloth clouts your head. First rule, keep your mouth shut. Tell him he looks like a pile of poop. Eoloth smacks you around a little. Not very bright, are you? That's alright, the stupid ones work harder. I report directly to Elder Gatrag. I'll be an elder soon, and I'll join him on the council. You notice a few telltale aging spots on Eoloth's arms and legs. This stuff was left behind by the humans, back when they were alive. Ask Eoloth about the humans. Eoloth describes humans as so rich and powerful that they threw away things better than anything we monsters have ever made. The guards seem bored by the third word of the long-winded speech. In the city, they call it trash, but they don't call it that where I find something good to sell to them. In fact, the only trash here is standing in front of me. He means you. Work hard and find good stuff and you eat well. Don't work and you don't eat. I got no time for lazy workers on my heap. He leans down and looks you right in the eyes. Your hide prickles at the smell of his breath. Remain unflappable. Eoloth drags you past a pair of posts driven deep into the trash. Metal manacles hang from chains on each post. Eoloth smiles for a moment. Troublemakers get to put on a show. That was Elder Gatrag's idea. He's so smart. Eloth leads you past several thin adolescents, all digging and rooting in overhanging piles. You can almost make out a pattern in their movements. Observe carefully. After a while, you pick it out. The more active workers stay close to the piles with more metal and plastic in them. A few of the adolescents are helping each other, pointing things out in the piles. All the workers shy away when Eloth draws near, keeping their eyes on their work. Eloth unfastens your wooden bar and picks you up. You'll sleep in barracks 5. Sometimes you'll eat there. This concludes your orientation. Get some sleep. Yeah, that's about right. He hurls you through the open doorway of the nearest metal hut. You bounce to a stop. Roll to my feet. Look around the interior. Catch it, and I might grown up as long as I'm on the floor. It's not comfortable, warm, or dry, but you close your eyes for a moment. Other adolescents file into the barracks as darkness starts to fall outside. Oh wait, we know this one. Talk to them, get to know them, show off my strength. Talk to them. You approach the other workers, but they turn away and shut you out. Nobody talks to you. Nobody talks much at all. Everyone seems exhausted. There's no food for you, but you sleep. Alright. New area. Waste pile. Scavenge in the heap. Rubbish stack. Dig in the heap. Okay. Let's go rubbish stack. You dig for trash to trade for food. You dig, and nothing good yet. More digging follows. Dig. You focus your digging the way you saw the other workers do it as you arrived. The little copper discs that you find might be worth something. Pennies, maybe? Gappa and Algernon are the closest guards. They lean on a stable pile of junk and gossip with each other. They're not paying attention to you or the other workers. Eavesdrop. What did you do with that bread? I'm not sharing. That stuff's a genuine old world loaf, crunchy and super stale. Can I please have some? Next time we go by the yellow pile, maybe you could trade me something for it, a bite. Okay. I ain't so sure the boss will be an elder. He's got the spots. Eloth said Gatrag promised, but that jerk of an elder treats our poor boss so bad. They run out of things to talk about and resume watching the youngsters dig. You dig halfway through another small mound of worthless trash. Your stomach grumbles. Another worker wanders close to you. Your stomach growls. You could take a bite out of that arm. Resist. The thought, oh, gory! The thought of food persists, but is knocked clear when the other worker bumps into you. He looks familiar. Oh, please don't hurt me, stranger. I'll do whatever you say. He doesn't recognize my new body. Tell him who I am. You quickly tell Gory you are his deceased friend reborn in a new form. Gory looks around nervously. You shouldn't tell stupid stories. The gods always punish me when I tell stupid stories. Algernon and Gappa approach, attracted by Gory's outburst. Gory flinches as soon as he sees them. Hey, you two, enough bickering, get back to work. Lean on some trash and try to look cool. You do look pretty cool, actually. Some nearby workers seem impressed. Gory prostrates himself before the guards and scurries away from you. Please, move me to another pile. I don't want to be close to this one. Aww. Gappa shrugs and escorts the panicked adolescent away. Algernon points a claw at you. Were you stealing his trash? We want no trouble here. Protest that I did nothing wrong. Algernon snorts, lowering his paw. Just stay away from that one. He lost his marbles when Gatrag made him put on a show. Algernon mimes raking his claws along someone's hide. Even his own shadow scares him now. You know he named his own shadow. He sees it. He screams about a ransom and runs away. Keep control of myself and stay silent. Stare at Algernon until he stops badmouthing my friend. Algernon pauses and blinks and trails off. You feel encouraged. Algernon ambles away, leaving you to your work. Waste pile. Scavenge in the heap. You dig for trash to trade for food. You focus on gathering metals and plastics. You find bottle caps and an intact plastic container. Gappa yawns and scratches his belly, looking out across the backs of the nearby adolescents. Algernon saunters up and stands next to him. Any good finds today? Gappa shrugs and burps. You heard the latest. Astrasil came to yell at the boss. Oh, did she kill him? Eavesdrop. Nah, she just gave him a lecture. He pretended to listen. Nodded a lot, you know, like always. Oh, well, good. Hey, is that a stale gourd? I'm telling a story here. Stories go better with snacks. I told you, you need to trade for it. Next time we're at the yellow pile, remind me, and I'll give you some bread. Anyway, there was a big fight. Astrasil said she stole something called the Myth Curer. And Eloth's not dead? Nope. The boss called all of us and we came running. We all got in between them and the elder calmed down. If you hadn't been napping on the job, you'd know. Both guards raise to their feet. Aldrin looks at the digging adolescents nearby. Nah, I have no choice. Keep working, workers. Work, work. Something goes clink against your claws. You uncover a short-handled, three-pronged gardening tool. It's not even rusty. Use the tool to dig more efficiently. You dig and dig and dig, getting in as much extra fast work as you can before someone spots you. Clink! Oh, some fancy forks in here. The guards wander off to bother someone else. Another adolescent stumbles over to you from their own trash pile. A familiar face from the coop. Hey, you got anything good? I'm hungry and I'm coming up empty. Give me something from your bag. Adele flexes her arms and bares her claws in no particular direction. She's a little bigger than you. I keep what's mine. Well then, I'll take what I want. She leaps at you. Oh god. Okay, we cannot mess up at all. Adele swings wildly with both paws, a little off balance. She hasn't been eating well since she left the coop. Weak and unpredictable. Sidestep and punch her is a feint. Nobody could be that obvious. Stay out of reach. You avoid the clumsy attack. It doesn't seem to have been a feint. Adele charges at you, diving low. Hop over Adele's tackle. You land on her head and then roll off, leaving her covered with trash. Adele gives an angry sniff, screams, and walks forward, punching and punching. Scream and walk forward, kitching and pumping. Block and punch and counter it with the basic ruck-style counterpunch. You bop Adele right between the eyes. It's not even hard to do. Adele loses 5 health. Adele throws her empty plastic bag to one side. Ignore the foolish distraction. Punch her. Pow! She's caught off guard by her failure to catch you off guard. Keep your crud. It's not worth it. She walks away, grumbling to herself. Another adolescent approaches you. Hello. Oh, man it. Snarl it. I'm bummed to leave me alone. Hey, simmer down. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I just saw how you handled the deal. We shouldn't fight each other, but sometimes you have to do it. We should save our energy to work. Umben holds her paw up. I'm still not asking for anything. She asks for nothing, so give her nothing. Umben nods to you solemnly. Umben walks away, leaving you to resume your digging. Keep workers 1. Oi, oi, oi. That's right, we gotta save our brains for being nice to people. Barracks 5. Enjoy some downtime. Workers gather in Barracks 5 to eat and rest. The guards line everybody up and start emptying their plastic bags. You get food based on how much you collected, how much and what kind. You still have that 3-pronged tool. It was useful before, it might be useful again. Well, I have no choice but to trade it in for food. It's so nice that it's sure to be valuable. Herblo nods in approval at your results. You get to eat your food tonight. Good work. Planny hands you a heaping pile of crushed beetle guts, live beetles, and a juicy rat leg. Eat! Eat! You pick up your empty bag and walk over to a depression in the sandy floor of the barracks. It looks like a tiny napping pit with room for only one monster. Umbum approaches you. Trekka didn't come back to the barracks. Have you seen them? Ask if they might have escaped. Many have tried that, but either the guards catch them or we find pieces of them later. The tunnels are dangerous, especially at night. Perhaps someone ate them. It happens. But Trekka is strong. Other workers respect them. And nobody's that hungry right now. I'm going to look for Trekka. Does anyone want to come? The few other workers still awake ignore her. Raise my paw and volunteer. Our brains. Oh, we should have slept. Oh well. Umbum accepts your offer with gratitude. As soon as you and Umbum get outside, a guard steps in your path. Get back to the barracks. Umbum freezes, staring up at Gum's face. Tell the guards we're looking for Trekka. That snaps Umbum out of it. That's right. Trekka hasn't come back. We're looking for them. Grum yawns and considers. I don't know. Maybe if you made it worth my while? Stand up to the looming guard. Gum looks at you in the eyes, and then he looks down at his feet. Gum mumbles something quietly. Wow. Okay, you can look for that worker. But I'm coming too, and keeping an eye on you all. There won't be any funny business tonight. You walk back and forth in the uppermost trash tunnels. Keep going. The group walks past a pile of yellow papers. Hey, that's where Gappa said he hid some bread. While Gum's attention is on Umbum, you slip a long, thin loaf of stone-hard bread out of the yellow pile. It fits in your plastic bag easily enough. You search for some time, but find no sign of Trekka. Gum escorts you back to the barracks. Thanks for helping me look. It's good when we all look out for each other. You're better than most of the other monsters. I'm glad I got to know you. We don't have any brains right now, so we're just going to go to sleep right away. What little sleep you do get is restless. In the morning, Trekka is still missing. Okay. Root through the heap. Shift through the heap. Okay. Junk tangle or what? Let's do draw stump. You dig into a stack of paper and cardboard with your claws. It's slow going. You turn over paper, wet cardboard, dry cardboard. A few flying insects erupt from the pile, flitting about at high speed. Catch them and eat them. They don't slow down enough to let you catch any. You end up with nothing for your effort. Something crumbles and crinkles as you dig further. It's paper. It's beaded with little drops of water, but it's not actually damp. A waxy coating protects the surface beneath. We've been trying to save our brains for being nice, so let's rip out the whole chunk of junk and spread it all around. The piece of coated paper is torn, but it's still bigger than most you've seen. The drawn silhouettes of buildings lie on the top, but below them, cut in half by the tear at the border, you see the left half of a human face. The single remaining eye seems to meet yours. It's so relaxing. Lose myself in the sight. You feel much like you did when you saw Sligoth's portrait. It's not as strong as that was, but it's still nice. You snap out of your reverie sometime later. It's been quite a while. It felt so good to stare. No guards are close by, but some of the other workers seem curious about the paper. Let them peek and share in the warm feeling. They pass the scrap around, basking in the sight of the human half-face. Your fellow workers briefly regard you with a sense of reverence. You are the custodian of something sublime and precious. The waxed paper human seems to wink at you as you fold it and slip it out of sight. Return to work. The next pile is mostly heavy scrap metals. Metal scraps. Your paws can't penetrate very deep, but you find a hubcap. Okay. I just want to make sure we have some food tonight. Sift through the heap. You tear into an untouched mini heap just inside one of the trash tunnels. Before long, you've burrowed head deep into a wall. Dig. At the very back of the hole, you find some squishy things. Into the bag they go. A beetle-like adolescent hobbles this way from a deeper in the tunnel. Their hard shell is cracked and scored with deep, unhealed injuries. Their plastic bag holds little trash. The stranger encroaches on your territory without seeming to notice. Their shell scrapes against your leg. Relax and ask what they're doing here. Oh, in your way? Oriton is sorry. Didn't notice. Oriton's vision is weak. Ask what happened to their shell. Oriton, that's me, was blessed by the human. At peace now. Wake in a dark place where the small elder talked to a human friend. The elder terrified Wariton. She sliced some of my shell off and fed it to the wonderful friend. But the human did not want to eat the shell, so Wariton was let go. Offer Wariton some of my trash. Wariton, accept your offer. Wariton will tell everyone you are a beneficent monster. Daggery, keep you, friend. Jaggery, whatever. Wariton hobbles away. Barracks 5. Take a break from work. 2 guards barge into the barracks just as you arrive. I'm cool. You're the only one who doesn't shy away from the guards. Other monsters notice, and a few of them look impressed. Frobel hasn't found anything good for days and days and days, so he's gonna put on a little show for us. They lead an unresisting Frobel to the posts near the top of the pit wall. Most of the barracks trails along behind them. Iquit stays in the back. She fidgets uncomfortably when she sees you looking at her. Iquit leans close to you and speaks in hushed tones. Frobel gave me some shiny pieces yesterday. That's why he got nothing. It's my punishment he's gonna get. But I'm really weak. If they punish me, I probably won't survive. Frobel's tougher and stronger. He can take it, but I feel bad. Snitch on Iquit, say nothing. Step forward and take the blame for myself instead. You step forward and explain that there's been a mix-up. You demand that you be punished in Frobel's place. Ha! If you really wanted to get punished, I won't stop you. The guards chain you to the posts and raise their claws. Scratch! Ow, that hurt! Slash! Ow! Ow! Everything goes gray, then black. Your sleep is not restful. When you regain consciousness, you're back in the barracks. Back in Barracks 5 again, surrounded by adolescents. That was so stupid, taking blame when you didn't have to. Stupid, stupid. No, that was great. You probably saved Iquit's life. The other workers talk amongst themselves. Most of them end up nodding at and smiling in your direction. Ooh, 10. I'm not sure why you did that, but thank you. It looks like someone took everything in your bag, even your bread. Exhaustion falls on you like an avalanche. You sleep for a long, long time. Refuse ridge or rubbish stack? Let's go to the rubbish stack. Toil on the heap. You dig, and dig, and you dig. You strike harder under the current pile of trash. What is it? Whatever it is, it's not going to be easy to get through it. There are other piles nearby, softer piles. Go dig in an easier pile. You root around in the new pile, but nothing good turns up. Creek? What was that? A few bits of paper and cardboard, too small to be of any value, flutter down from the nearest trash hill. You move on to the next pile. Squelch! There's something in this pile, a soft, rotten thing. You uncover a scrawny adolescent carcass soaked in a puddle of congealed slime. You think you might have seen this monster, but never caught their name. Mourn their passing. You spare a sad thought for your fallen comrade. Other workers in the area watch you with puzzled expressions, then get back to their own digging. You dig, and dig, keep digging, and you dig. Clink! Metal! It's a thick steel beam, rusted and bent. Creak! As you probe around the steel beam, the sound comes again. Nearby, trash trembles a bit. There's something under the beam, pink and green. Somehow you attractive to your eye. Examine the beam first. You see that the beam is supporting the base of the nearest trash spire. The spire is bigger than the whole coop, and it's just one of many. A slender adolescent approaches you, plastic bag clutched in his paws. If you dig too much there, the whole pile will fall down. That beam is load supporting. I think that's what Eloth said it was. Admit that Roti, and therefore Eoloth, might be right about this one. Roti nods as though that is the only possible outcome. The green and pink thing pulls at your eye. It feels familiar and good. Ask Roti for help in digging carefully. This is dangerous. If you want my help, I demand payment. Oh, I'm so tempted. Let's do it. Brisk digging for it alone. As you dig, some heavy trash falls down on you. You grab the green and pink thing. It's waxy paper. A human mouth smirks on a sideways smile. A human photo, and it's smiling at me. Part of one, anyway. Just looking at it makes you feel better. Another part of the overhead spire starts to shift and rumble. Trash ledge! Run! Run! The chunk above you is about to fall this way. There's a lot of it. The first thing you think to do is to figure out a plan. While you stand there making plans, everyone else runs away. You manage to avoid the biggest chunks and pieces, but a few smaller ones bounce off your hide. The rest of the spire collapses. If you've still been under it, you might have been crushed dead. You swing by your hiding place and stash the pink and green paper there. Refuse ridge. Delve in the heap. We really need to eat tonight. Scuttlebutt in your barracks warned you about this puddle. Working around the acidic goop is slightly dangerous. Be careful. You scoop a little acid-free junk into your plastic bag. You spot something unusual deeper in the puddle. It's not metal or paper or plastic. Umbum sees you staring into the puddle. She walks closer to you. Umbum approaches you from behind. Your monstrous instincts raise your hackles as she intrudes your personal space. Warn her about the puddle. Umbum jumps back just before stepping into the caustic stuff. That was close. Thanks. You got something interesting? She helps you pull it out. It's a pointy thing with a notch at the end at the broad end. Some sort of peg or stake? The stake seems to be made of rubber. You've seen rubber before. The rubber stake is in really good condition. It looks like the kind of thing that will be worth lots of food tonight. Let's see. We can put the stake in my bag but give Umbum a little bit of my other trash. Put the stake in my bag and give Umbum nothing. Give Umbum the stake. Put the stake in my bag, but give Umbum a little bit of my other trash. Umbum smiles at you. Thank you. You keep being nice to other monsters. It's good. You put the rubber stake in your bag. Caw-caw! A crow circles over your head, far out of reach. Barracks 5. Here we go. Continue your tenure on the heap. You dig. This is digging for the worms. Yeah. This pile of trash is sticky and warm. A nest of ants scatters as you rip into it. Ignore the ants and go for more trash. As you add a few rusted cans to your plastic bag, Fanny comes by and leads you, Iquit, and Umbum to a larger group. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back with more. As Planny jogs away, you notice Gory. Gory hovers at the far edge of the group, but he can't stop looking at you. Nod to him. He nods back, then seems startled that he did. Gory glances over his shoulder, then shuffles near it and whispers. Something. There's something weird. There's something weird about you. Gory shies from you, but a sudden squawk wrenches his attention away. Tell him to chill. Gory ignores your calming influence, but at least you tried. A bird tilts its head at Gory's dread-filled eyes. That can't be them. That can't fly. I don't know anymore. His outburst launches the bird into flight. They're looking for me. He notices his trembling shadow and jumps back from it. The other monsters nearby ignore the scene. Iquit glances at Gory and rolls her eyes before returning to work. Explain who I really am. You tell Gory you're his deceased friend, now reborn in a new body. I wish it were true. There's just no hope. Just misery. Planny returns with a few more workers in tow. Other guards bring even more adolescents. The guards order your group to shift a thick, heavy steel girder. Gory is assigned to collect the steel bolts that fall out of the girder. He puts them in his otherwise empty bag. As the gathered monsters surround the girder, Gory puts down his bag and leaves it unattended. The bolt bag sits there unguarded. It would be fairly easy, whispers your monstrous flaw of greed, to filch something from it. Leave the bag alone. Listen up, you sludge bellies, or as I will now call you, Team Planny. Team Planny is going to move this heavy thing over to the side, and nobody slack off or I'll bite ya. The workers lean in and take hold of the steel girder. You are near the middle of the line. Well, we can't, so put in my fair share of lifting and shoving. You put your back into it and help the group move the whole girder a little distance. Rumble. Several nearby trash spires wobble just a little bit. Frobel's slab paws would be good for this. Where is he? Napping somewhere? I haven't seen him all day. He's been gone for a while. The guards are looking for him too. Oh, more and more of them are going missing. He said he found something special deep in the tunnels. He was going to dig it out. He never came back. Drum points you at a big, square metal box, and a group starts pulling it free of the surrounding trash. The other adolescents talk as they work, listing more vanished workers. Suggests that nobody will go anywhere alone for a while? Sounds like a good idea. Why? So that we don't get all vanished. Yeah, that's smart. Let's follow your advice. Everybody shuts up at the sound of heavy footsteps drawing closer. Enough chatter, Team Planny. Work harder, not smarter. She shakes a fist suggestively. Stand up to her. You get in Planny's face, looking up only a little, and tell her to back off. Planny swats you in the head before you can finish your tirade. Umbim leans in to Iquit. I'm not sure why anyone would make trouble like that. Everyone on Team Planny could get hurt for it. Where's Frobel anyways? I owed him some pain. Frobel is gone. I can see that. Did you think I couldn't see that? We haven't seen him in days. He disappeared like Trekka. Quiet, you. Don't talk about that. Eloth won't want to hear that kind of bad news. Everybody else can just work harder since we're missing someone. Take it easy. Mini pause make light work. The group works until it starts getting dark. Everyone is sent home for feeding time. Gory glances at you for a moment before heading to his assigned barracks. You approach Grum and give him your bag. Nice! This is a big haul. He shoves a wad of spider legs and the 2 live spiders into your paw. Eat it all up. All the workers walk to their sleeping spots. Sleep. I needed flesh. Okay. Let's call it there. I am having fun slowly getting the heap workers on my side. I hope I can lead a revolution. Another one. And poor Gory is so traumatized. I just want to give him a hug. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye!